Hello Internet and welcome to VEDA Vlog Every Day in April, Day 4. Today I decided I would tell you a little bit more about one of my biggest passions in life, and that is coffee. What is it about coffee that I love, and what is coffee? Like, some people have asked me that question. So I thought I would make a video like Coffee 101. Who, what, when, and where and why are some important questions that I'll be answering in this video. It was discovered in Ethiopia, and there was this goat herder named Cowdy in 800, 900 AD who discovered coffee. He passed it on to some monks who then passed it on to the people, and the people integrated it into Islam during the time of the Ottoman Empire. There was a lot of war, and soldiers would take coffee with them, and there was this one battle in particular when Vienna was specifically involved, and they ended up scaring off the guys attacking them. The guys attacking them left all their coffee behind, which got grabbed up by the Viennese, and they decided that they loved coffee. The birth of the coffee house is in Vienna. There's different types of coffee. There's Robusta coffee, there's Arabica coffee, and Robusta is the easier type of coffee to grow because it can grow at lower elevations and it is not as susceptible to diseases, but the quality is not as good. Arabica coffee is grown at higher elevations, normally like on volcanoes or elevated hills or mountaintops is where you get Arabica coffee. It's more rare, and it's very, very complex because it takes longer for the plant to mature and then for the fruit to actually grow. After you pick coffee, it's like a cherry, and you go for the seed. Then you process the coffee, which is taking all the fruit off to get just the seed. And then after you have the seed, it's green, and so then you roast it to get that caramely brown color that we like so much of our coffee. After you've roasted your coffee, you gotta brew your coffee. The best type of coffee to make with you guys is one that really shows off the world of coffee. And coffee is grown in a region around the world that's like the coffee belt. It holds the world together. This is a picture of the coffee belt. Typically it would be grown in South America or in Africa or in the Pacific Islands. Yes. A really great coffee that really is amazing in terms of flavor profiles and coffee characteristics, and it's just a good coffee in general. Oh, you'll have to excuse my hair. I just took a shower. Tribute Blend, which is what is my favorite coffee at the moment. This coffee that I love. First of all, you're gonna have to grind your coffee. I'll be on this side of you. I have this amazing grinder. Literally, it saves my life. Because I had this one grinder and I just didn't like it. And I was always arguing with it in the morning. That is not coarse. Or that is not fine. Because, well, whatever. And so now I have this one, and I always agree with it on the grind. It's just perfect. It's spot on. We have to think about how do we want to drink our coffee. Because there's so many ways to drink coffee. It's amazing. You know, like the coffee maker drip. Or we could do it in a pour-over drip, which you can buy this at Whole Foods, a pour-over thingy for Bob, or just Google it online, and there's lots of good stores that sell that kind of stuff too. Or we could do it the Costa Rican way, just get a sock and pour the grinds in a sock and then pour water through it. It's kind of just like a pour-over. I also have this little baby French press, which is so cute. I just love it. I have a French press family. We could do espresso. You know, espresso's great. We could also do an AeroPress, but this really isn't Coffee 101 anymore. We're going to do French press. I do 5 scoops. 4 and 5. So when brewing coffee at home, you have to keep in mind the 4 fundamentals. And those 4 fundamentals are proportion, grind, freshness, water. And then in terms, now I have this bag open, I want to think about freshness still. So the 4 enemies of coffee are oxygen, light, pure, and heat. So whatever you do, if you live in Texas, Don't leave your coffee outside. So what I'm going to do is I now have this amazing little container that I got at Starbucks, and I'm going to just pour it all in there. And I don't know which coffee it is. Then I'm going to recycle this bag and make it into a reusable shopping bag. If you want to know what I'm talking about, then just click the link here and you can see what I'm talking about. I'm going to make one completely out of Tribute bags. Next, I'm going to grind my coffee. So I'm just going to dump it in there, and my water, I just boiled. So, ooh, you can't really see that steam, but my allergies are being cleared right now. You have no idea. You just give it a good little stir. You just stir that up there. Make sure all the grounds get wet and nice and stirred together. Your spoon's going to have a little bit of grounds on it, but you know what? Embrace it. It's great. It's part of the experience of coffee. Get grinds all over you. Get dirty. I set my little timer for 4 minutes, and after 4 minutes, I will be able to drink some coffee with you. We wait 4 minutes so that all the flavors can fully extract with the hot water that we put in. Okay, so this is a really important part. There are actually steps to tasting coffee. We need to take a big whiff. Coffee is an experience. It's all about experiencing a part of the world. And this cup of coffee is from all over. Forget traveling around the world in 80 days. You can travel around the world in 4 minutes. The next step in tasting coffee is to slurp it. You want to just slurp like you're eating your grandma's pasta, and you know, you really want to let her know you appreciate the meal and you really love it. So you're going to just be slurping that pasta, like, and you're going to, like, you know, like on Lady and the Tramp when the pasta's like, well, that's what happens with coffee. You want to just slurp it like you're really enjoying it. Go on, take a big slurp. Tell the world you're drinking coffee. Slurp it. Now that I've tasted the coffee, I want to be thinking about characteristics of it. So we want to be thinking about the aroma, which I got through like smelling, the acidity of the coffee, the body of the coffee, and the flavors of the coffee. Sometimes coffee does seem to change in the different way that you make your coffee. And that's why there are so many ways to make coffee, because you're going to a lot of times get a totally different aspect of the coffee enhanced through the different way that you make it. A lot of people choose to drink coffee for the caffeine. It helps them be more alert, it helps them stay awake. So a lot of times people will drink it in the mornings when they wake up, or they'll drink it at night if they need to stay up and get something done, midday if they're kind of feeling sluggish. You know what? But I drink coffee for the experience of it. It's like a cultural, historical, social experience, and I love it. That is Coffee 101 with yours truly. Bye, guys.